Hello there, my name is Michelle. I'm from Bonfire Hot Yoga, and I'm joined here with my friend Ellen, who's going to help me demonstrate a posture today. So today we're doing Garudasana, which is a posture in English known as eagle pose. And this is an excellent posture. It's a balancing posture, so it's an excellent one for building strength and stability in the lower body, pelvic floor, and building concentration in the body as well. So we're going to take you through this posture, showing you some correct alignment for the pose, some things to work on and work for, and also take you through some of the common mistakes that happen with the posture pretty regularly and ways to work on those in your practice. So we'll just begin first of all having Ellen take an inhale breath. She's going to open up her palms and bring her arms over her head sideways. She gets a lot of length in her shoulders and through her arms. And then she's going to wrap her arms. So she'll bring her right arm starting out underneath the left. And now this wrap is a really good shoulder opener. So she's going to pull the elbows down so she feels a little stretch happening in the shoulders and the upper back. She keeps her chest lifted. Now she's going to find her hip position. So she sits down nice and low. Holds that position, still the chest is lifted, and now she's going to lift her right leg up and wrap it around the left, and gets a nice tight wrap with her legs as much as possible right from the start. Now, little adjustments to correct the hip alignment. You can see that her left hip is a little bit further back than the right, so she's going to work on that by bringing her right knee towards me, towards the right side of the room, as her upper body goes to the left to get the hips in one line. So it's really easy for the hips to come out of alignment, but you got to think of bringing that right hip back in line with the left. And now to come out, she's going to inhale very gracefully, arms come all the way up, and then very gently arms down by her side. So there's some common pitfalls in this posture, one of them being that the first thing is getting the arm wrap. So we'll talk a bit about this. So Ellen's going to first of all open up the palms, take a big inhale and bring her arms over the head sideways. Now bringing her left arm this time underneath her right. Now so if your shoulders are very tight, and especially if you have a lot of girth there in the arms, you won't quite have the room that Ellen has to get your hands into prayer. So the way she's going to work that is just getting the tightest wrap she can, and she'll grab whatever she can. Maybe the hands won't meet in prayer, but she gets nice and close to that. And the key is really the feeling that you create in the shoulders. So feeling a feeling of opening in the shoulders and especially in the upper back. So now taking a nice low position with her hips, she keeps her chest up. There's a common pitfall here to lean forward way too much and to kind of collapse in. So she's not going to do that. She's going to keep lifting through the chest. Perfect. And now if she weren't to lift her leg up very high, I just want to demonstrate that. She's going to lift her left leg up, not very high, and notice she doesn't really create enough room to get her foot around. This is very tight and compressed there. So coming out of that, now we'll show you another technique you can use. So what you want to do actually, sitting down nice and low again, she's going to lift her left leg up as high as she can with as much control as she can and gets her foot wrapped around. You can see how much more room that creates to actually get the big toes around and then the rest of the toes following. So from there, again, the corrections are bring the knees over to the left this time, and the upper body shifts to the right. So it's all about getting those hip bones in good alignment there. And then to come out, she's going to reverse it again. Inhale, arms over the head sideways, elongate through the spine, and then arms down by your side. So we'll show you also a couple things just quickly from the side. So Ellen, if you want to turn and face me, actually, we'll just take you through some of the ways to snug up the pose even more. So taking a big inhale, bring your arms over your head. She's going to bring her right arm underneath her left. She gets a nice tight wrap there. Now, a lot of people tend to lean forward a lot in order to get the arms wrapped, but you want to avoid doing that. So rather than leaning forward, she keeps the chest lifted a little bit higher so she's not collapsing there. She sits down nice and low. And now she's going to bring her right leg up and around the left leg. Now, you want to eventually work so you can get rid of gaps between the legs, because this is one of the parts of the posture which creates a lot of compression and a lot of tension a little bit in the femoral arteries, the circulation going to the lower body. So she's going to work on sliding those right toes down towards the floor to get rid of the gap. If she had a big gap there, she'd be pressing it out using that strength. She's very good at this. She doesn't have any gaps there. Good. Again, hips come into alignment, knees come off to the right, upper body shifts a little bit to the left. And if she were to lean forward a lot, try to lean forward again, Ellen. It throws her off balance. She's really got to lift through the chest, so try to lean back again and create a nice arc in the lumbar spine right there. And inhale, come back up. Arms all the way up, arms down by her side, and takes her rest there. So hopefully that gives you some good techniques to help you with your practice of this posture, Garudasana Eagle Pose. And just to go over some of the quick medical benefits of the posture, it's a good one for building strength. Obviously stability of the ankle, the feet, the lower leg gets used quite a bit, the quadricep muscles, everything engaged, the pelvic floor, so there's a lot of strength going on, builds concentration. It's also very good for your reproductive organs. So whether female or male, you create a little compression there in the reproductive area, so it's good for that as well. So thanks again for watching, and we'll see you again soon. Thanks so much, Ellen, for demonstrating that so well, and see you again next time.